On this solemn day, May 2nd, 2025, we remember and celebrate the lives of 10 extraordinary individuals from across the United States. Their impact spanned generations through politics, sports, education, art, and entertainment. These were the storytellers, pioneers, mentors, and leaders who gave their all to shape the world around them. As we reflect on their journeys, we honor their legacies and the light they leave behind. Michael Alaimo was a character actor whose career brought depth and grit to both the big screen and television. Known for his roles in Space Jam, The China Syndrome, and Mr. Mom, Alaimo's performances were often understated, yet powerful. He had a knack for portraying everyday men caught in extraordinary circumstances, making his characters resonate with audiences. His contributions weren't limited to performance. He was also a mentor to younger actors, often reminding them that persistence and humility were just as vital as talent. Michael Alaimo leaves behind a filmography filled with integrity and honesty, a true actor's actor. Dara Birnbaum reshaped how we interpret media. As a pioneering video and installation artist, she used television imagery to challenge gender roles, cultural norms, and consumerism. Her groundbreaking work, like Technology/Transformation, Wonder Woman, broke barriers in the male-dominated world of conceptual art. She was more than an artist. She was a visionary who used visual language to question power. Her exhibitions around the world inspired a new generation of female and feminist creators, and her name will forever be etched into the evolution of contemporary art. An Olympic gold medalist in 1998, Lisa Brown Miller was a force of determination on the ice. She was one of the trailblazers in American women's hockey, helping put the sport on the map during its formative years. Off the rink, Lisa became a coach and advocate, empowering young girls to chase their dreams in sports and beyond. Her passion, teamwork, and legacy of resilience made her not just a champion in medals, but a champion in life, representing the United States at the 1964 Olympics. Kathleen Corrigan brought grace, strength, and heart to the global stage. In an era when female athletes faced limited visibility, she stood tall and proud, inspiring countless young gymnasts to believe in their dreams. After retiring, she dedicated her life to coaching, emphasizing discipline and emotional strength. Her legacy lives on in both the scores she achieved and the generations she coached with love and integrity. Jim Dent was a powerful presence in professional golf, especially on the senior PGA Tour, where he racked up victories and earned admiration for his big drives and larger-than-life personality. As one of the few African-American golfers of his era, he broke racial barriers on the green and brought diversity to a sport that often resisted it. Jim Dent's confidence, resilience, and consistent performance proved that talent and heart could change the game, not just for himself, but for those who came after. Doug Hines served the people of South Carolina with dignity and clarity as a longtime member of the state Senate. Known for his bipartisan approach and deep compassion, he championed education, healthcare, and community development. He believed in bridging divides, not widening them, and worked to leave his state better than he found it. A statesman in the truest sense, Doug Hines was a reminder of how politics, when guided by empathy, can uplift lives. Kirk Metis rose to fame on Floribama Shore, but he became more than just a TV personality. He was a cultural connector, voice of his generation, and someone who showed vulnerability in a spotlight that rarely allows it. His openness about his personal struggles made him relatable, and his charisma made him unforgettable. Kirk's early passing due to liver failure is a tragic loss, but his spirit, laughter, and humanity live on in the hearts of fans and friends who knew the man behind the screen. George Ryan held nearly every major political office in the state of Illinois: Secretary of State, Lieutenant Governor, and Governor, a complex and controversial figure. Ryan's political career was defined by both service and scandal. Yet his moratorium on the death penalty in Illinois, a bold and humane stand, remains a defining moment of moral courage. While history may judge him through many lenses, his decision to commute death row sentences marked a rare moment of introspection in American governance. George Ryan leaves behind a legacy that invites reflection on justice, mercy, and leadership. As the former CEO of Monsanto and G.D. Searle, Robert B. Shapiro stood at the forefront of biotechnology and agribusiness. Under his leadership, Monsanto became a global name, controversial some, revolutionary to others. Shapiro was a firm believer in science's role in solving global food challenges. Though his career sparked debate, few could question his influence on how we understand food, science, and corporate responsibility. His passing marks the end of an era in biotech innovation. Jim Smith was a wild, rebellious force in animation, known for co-creating the Ren and Stimpy Show, a series that challenged norms and redefined TV cartoons in the 1990s. He later worked on beloved series like Samurai Jack, leaving an unmistakable creative fingerprint. Smith's unapologetically bold visual style and irreverent humor set a new tone in animation. He inspired animators to take risks, to be weird, and to have fun. With his sudden passing from a heart attack, the animation world has lost one of its true rebels and innovators. Jose Torres dedicated his life to education and equity. As CEO of Chicago Public Schools, he worked tirelessly to close achievement gaps, modernize curriculum, and prioritize student well-being. More than a bureaucrat, he was a teacher at heart, someone who never lost sight of the children behind the data. Torres believed every child, regardless of zip code, deserved opportunity. His efforts leave behind stronger institutions and brighter futures. Today, we remember Michael Alaimo, Dara Birnbaum, Lisa Brown Miller, Kathleen Corrigan, Jim Dent, Doug Hines, Kirk Metis, George Ryan, Robert B., Shapiro, Jim Smith, and Jose Torres, 11 Americans whose talents and tenacity made this world richer. In their honor, we reflect not only on what they accomplished, but what they inspired in us all. Their stories will echo, their light will shine, and their memories will guide.